Greetings everyone, welcome back to City Skylines 2. We are playing on the map Tampere, and we're building a brand new city, the city of New Blackwood. One of the things that you'll notice about this map is its wide open spaces, very good for building. It does have some easy access to water and to rail, and of course the hillside with the forests. And all in all, just a well-rounded map. I have played on it in the past, and I'm really looking forward to showing off the build today. Here's a look at the finished city, and you're going to get a chance to see the entire build process today, from start to finish, and just kind of see how the city evolved from a starting grid to building the outside resources, and then slowly consuming those resources to improve and build the city. So sit back, relax, and enjoy, and we're going to start off by just showing off the construction of the grid and how we prepared the land for that grid. As you can see, I start off by leveling some of the rougher spots of the terrain and just smoothing out some things with the smoothing tool and the leveling tool. Now I'm going to go ahead and start laying out the grid of the city, including the main stretches of road, and moving on to some of the side roads, side streets. Now we're going to go ahead and start building some of the infrastructure and building out some of the farms to support the town financially. Now, I am building the town in such a way that it actually is not going to have an industry district right from the get-go. It's going to rely on the small farms and the quarry industry, and eventually we're going to go ahead and get that power plant placed and reconnect all the farms to the main roads while we set up our basic water services. Now, building a city without an industrial district is a lot easier now with the Bridges and Ports expansion pack that they came out with, the DLC. But in the past, it was a lot more challenging, and I really kind of enjoyed just having the city subsist off of the specialized industry areas rather than zoning in a generic zoned industry. So it was just a lot of fun, and it made the town look a lot more rural. And you can easily reproduce this now inside of the Bridges and Ports DLC, or since that patch has been released. But it's still a lot of fun to do, so go ahead and give it a try. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and start working on that industry that we talked about, laying out the roads, planting a bunch of trees for a renewable resource for our forestry industry to help our city build and level up. We're going to go ahead and place down a coal mining facility as well as another farm, and you'll see that it has unlocked a new building, the dairy farm. We've gone ahead and placed that. And we're just going to continue to build. So we're going to connect this farm here and build out those ore industries and place the forestry industry. And I'm going to go ahead and plan on a future highway. So we're going to put that road there and connect a side mountain road for the forestry industry. Now I'm going to make some last minute road adjustments, and then we're going to start placing some of the older town buildings in the older part of the town before finally starting to zone in some of the population. I did forget to plan for the road to be expanded, so I'm going to move some of these buildings over real quick, but other than that, this city should be ready to start developing. Now I'm going to go ahead and zone in some of the medium density row housing and some of the waterfront housing. And I'm doing it in such a way that you'll note I'm only doing certain streets at a time, and that's because I want the housing to zone in a specific pattern. I want all of the buildings facing the correct way and being the correct length, so I'm very particular about what order I zone instead of just blanket zoning. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and take a break and watch the city zone in for just a minute and grow and take a breather and a look at kind of the work that we have done. Alright, so we went ahead and zoned in the rest of the buildings and correcting a minor zoning error. And now we're going to go ahead and get our hospital area ready. So I went ahead and placed the hospital, and then I'm going to kind of just place some of the essential services, fire, police, and just kind of getting the basic services of the town up and running. It is going to require that I squash a few buildings, but that's okay. It's still early in the city's development where it's not going to hurt the city's economy too terribly, considering that the city's economy is barely running. Alright, so I've unlocked enough points that I can unlock highways, and we're going to upgrade the main road right here all the way up into a highway that we're going to use to bisect the eventual town here and connect to that major highway back there in the back. But for now, we're just going to run some basic water and power services under and alongside this highway so we can keep things connected and continue to service the town as we build, zoning in more of the medium density buildings. Now I'm going to go ahead and take care of some landscaping around the hospital so that way we can continue to work on some of the roads and make it look a little more natural. So we did some grading and now we're going to go ahead and connect the road. And that came out pretty nicely, so I'm pretty pleased with that. We're just going to finish up a few more of these side roads. And I'm going to be a little bit careful setting up some walls here so that way we can kind of landscape these offices into the side of the hill. Alright, so that's going to go ahead and be the end for right now, and I hope you enjoyed the build. You'll note that we have a steady income of population, we have a positive balance of money coming into the town. That's only going to get better as the town continues to grow. When we come back next time, we're going to continue to flesh out the town and to build some of the parks around the southern part of the facing map and the waterfront areas, and kind of just building up that waterfront. But I hope you enjoyed the build. I hope you enjoyed seeing the town get up and running, and I hope to catch you guys in the stream.